Hi all. Hello? Hello. Are you all
Yeah,
able
go
to
ahead.
hear me? Are you all able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Sharif? Manjula? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, so let's wait for Nasir to join. Couple of minutes, then we'll start. So far any doubts? I have given you, 2 days or 3 days leave. So what did you guys practice? Manjula, Sharif, any doubts? No doubts. That means you are practicing so well. Okay. So what are the topics we have covered so far? What are the stages? So have you guys worked on copy? Yes? Speak out guys. Have you worked on copy? Sharif? Alhamdulillah, have you worked on it?
I will.
Your voice is very low.
Yeah, I will then.
Okay. Who else is there? Nasir, Nasim, are you people joined?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
So any confusions over the copy or shall I repeat on the copy again?
No, we should be okay, sir.
Sorry?
I said we should be okay.
You should be okay. Have you gone through the recording on the copy stage?
Not that I didn't go that far. I was start reviewing the video from the other class. But I was taking the notes too at the same time.
Okay. Okay. So last class, where did we stop? We stopped at the aggregations, right?
Yes, sir.
So we calculated the max, we calculated the min, we have seen the group by. Is Nasir joined?
No.
No, I don't think so, sir. He's not on the list.
He will be joining.
Raj, I have a question.
Yeah.
What is the difference between Datastage 9.1 and 11.5?
9.1 and 11.5, there is, see, data stage, the version to version, they add some changes. Okay. So in 9.1, if you see, we have got some 3 different stages. Big data, unstructured, and all those stuff. Okay. The same, when we will move to the 11.5, we have got unstructured stage, which we can use it as a source and as well as a target. But in case of the 9.1, we have got only this unstructured state as a source. Clear? So these are the small changes which they have done for the version to version.
So any changes in the navigation or the director or
No,
any?
no, Everything is same.
Oh, okay.
They,
So all the
they
commands are
won't
same.
change. They won't change the look and feel. Yes, whatever you are able to see now, you will be able to see the same thing in the 11.5 as well.
All right. It's just got that little more advanced and the like developing side, you mean, coding side.
Little more advanced in the developing and little more advanced in the execution. So the patches which they keep, the execution will make it faster. That's all.
Oh, okay.
So Nasir joined.
Yes, sir, I'm in.
Okay, so what I was asking is any doubts so far? Any questions?
No questions at this point.
Okay. So as last class we stopped at the aggregations, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, when we use the group by conditions, so we have seen, so there is a different group bys, and we need to be very sure that what all the fields when we keep as a group by, we need to ensure that the grouping will form perfectly or not. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the main purpose of the group by, right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
So whenever you are writing down any column, whenever you are calculating the max, whenever you are calculating the min, besides that, if you are writing down a normal column, then the group by is must and should, you need to write it down. Yes or no? So for example, if I write select max of salary, comma DEPT number, then for sure I have to write down the group by clause and put down the DEPT number. Okay, if I write down a column along with the aggregation column, but if I write down like this, select max of sal, then you need not to write down the group by, then this will result maximum salary from all the records. Okay. Now if you write down like this, select max of sal from employee, group by DEPT number. If you write down like this, then this will result maximum salary for each department. Right or wrong? Asim.
Yes, sir.
I mean, just speak out. Please, if you speak out, then I can understand whether you are able to understand or not. Otherwise, I will repeat it again and again.
Okay.
So, maximum salary for each department, because you are grouping by on the department number.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So, when I am grouping by the department number, do I need to write down the department number here in the select statement?
Yes, you have to.
Anyone? Naseem?
That's what I said. Yeah, you have to write down the department number.
Here, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, just remember, it is not mandatory to write down the columns which you have written in the group by, okay, which you have mentioned in the group by, it is not mandatory to write down in the select.
Okay.
But if you have written anything in the select, these columns you have to write down in the group by. Is that clear?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I can write down group by department number, e-name.
Right.
I may not write the e-name here. I may not write the department number here. That's fine. It will execute. Okay. But if I am writing department number here and e-name here, then must and should I need to write down the group by. If you don't write down the group by, or if you write down only a single column, not the department number, then it will throw an error. You have to write all the columns, whatever you have mentioned in the select statement, everything you need to write it down in the group by.
Okay.
Perfect?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what do you mean by a group by? Group by means all the same values, all the similar values will form into a single group. Okay. So the
Yeah.
field which contains similar values will form into a single group. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So let's see now how to do this calculations, the aggregation calculations in the data stage. So in the data stage, how would we see? Now let me ask you, so select count of star from employee. So what it is going to give?
We're giving a number of employees.
It will give me the number of records,
Record, yeah.
right?
Yes, sir.
Number of records. So suppose employee is having 14 records, so it will give me 14 records, 14 as a number. That's the result. Now if I write down, so let me open the SQL Plus so that you can understand. So select count of star from EMP. So you have got 14. So if I write down select count of EMP number from EMP. So what it is going to give? It is going to give me 14 records. Why?
Yeah.
Because total number of records are 14 and the EMP number in all these 14 records are holding a value.
Okay.
Now if I write down select count of commission from employee. Now it is giving me 4. What does it mean? Why
What
it
is,
has given only?
I'm sorry, what is commission? COM?
That is a field.
Okay.
As employee number is one of the field, the commission is another field
Okay.
which is present in the employee table.
Yes.
Okay. Now why EMP number has given me 14 and why commission has given me 4? Any guess? Any thoughts?
Because 4 of the employees are eligible for commission.
4?
4 of the records are eligible for commission.
Then rest of the records?
They don't have that commission field in them. Either
They
they are,
don't have the commission value. Okay. They don't have the commission data. So if you
yeah.
see select commission from employee, then you can see here only 4 are having values 300, 500, 1400, 0. Rest all zeros, nulls, nothing. Understood?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that's the reason when you do the count on a column, when you are doing a count on a column, then whatever the values are present, that one only will give you the count. All the nulls, if there are no values, it will not count it. Clear?
Yes, sir.
And the reason why we got employee number, select count of EMP number from EMP is 14. Why? Because if you see the EMP number, all are having values.
Okay.
Clear now?
Yeah.
Now let's do the count and everything in the data stage. Let's go and see how to do that. So now go to the April 2016 new parallel job, save it and make the name as aggregator AGG aggregator, save. Now let's get this employee table, go to the database, get the Oracle connector, right click, bring a link, double click, go to the server and provide the server details. Okay. So the way to do it is get the parameters and do the stuff. But as of now I don't have the parameters, so I can write down the hard coding values. Oracle Scott Tiger. But in the real time, we don't write hard coding values. Right or wrong? We always get the values either through parameters or parameter file. So connection was successful. Now, do you want to generate the SQL at runtime? Yes, I want to generate the SQL runtime. And I want to give the table name. So what is the table name? Schema name Scott dot table name emp. Now what about the columns? Load it and see if you have Scott underscore emp. So emp is there. So press OK. Now click on. So all the columns you have got it. Clear? So far clear? Or
Yes,
am I moving fast?
No. Okay. At least I am
These are all,
okay.
yeah, these are all clear, right? I mean, these are we have done so many times, right? So now this is done. Press OK. Now what you need to do? Now you need to do the aggregation, right?
Yeah.
Now, first, tell me first, how many nodes we have? What is my project configuration? How would you know? So go to the tools, click on the configurations and click on the default and you can see how many nodes you are running. We are running on 2 nodes.
Mhm.
So my configuration is 2 nodes.
Okay.
So my job will run under 2 nodes. Clear or not?
Yes.
Okay, so whenever anyone asks you, so what is your project configuration? Then you need to say my project is running on 8 nodes, 4 nodes. So you need to go and see the configuration file and you need to tell them.
Okay.
So your project is running under 2 nodes,
Yeah, okay.
right?
Yes.
Now here we have an aggregator. Okay, so just drag it and connect to it. Now first thing what you need to do is drag a link out. So this is the stage which does all the aggregations.
Okay.
Aggregator is the stage which does all the operations like max, min, sum, count, everything.
Okay.
Okay. Now for this aggregation we have some important points. Please remember. The first one, mandatory to provide group by column or field. What is the first one? It is mandatory to provide a group by column or field. So if you double click, it will ask you what is the grouping key. So what is the field you want to group by? So that is very mandatory. So that is what I have written. Mandatory to provide group by column or field. That is the first point. Second point is the aggregation type you need to provide. So this is what? Okay?
Okay.
The aggregation type you need to provide. So here we have 3 types. One is calculation, one is count rows, and another one is recalculation. Just remember, aggregation type we have 3 types. One is calculation, one is count rows, and one is recalculation. Then why did I said you need to provide aggregation type? Because if you want to do calculation, then you need to select calculation only.
Okay.
If you want to do count, then you need to do only the count rows. So when you click on the count rows, you cannot do max, you cannot do min, you cannot do sum. You can't be able to do that because count rows is only for counting. That's all, is only for counting. So that's the reason I said Whenever you are selecting the type, you need to select any one of these. Clear?
So far, yeah.
So far, yes? Yes? Right.
Yeah.
So, you need to select one aggregation type. You can't select two aggregation types. You can select only one aggregation type. You can select only one aggregation type. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now. So now let's come and give the grouping field. What is the grouping field I can give? Department number. So these are all the columns which are coming from the input. So I can give department number. If you want to give more columns, you can give it, right? So here if you see, I have given department number and I have given e-name.
Okay.
So if you want more fields, then click on the grouping keys and you can see the available properties to add group. Then you can give multiple fields. Clear?
Yes.
Clear about this concept? You can give any number of grouping fields. So just you need to do that. Click on the grouping keys and you can click this group and you can give n number of fields. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Now, what do you want to do now? You want to calculate the maximum salary. So the maximum salary is yeah.
I have a question. You said maximum number of field, or what are the fields available in the file?
Yeah, whatever the fields available here, okay?
Okay.
Whatever the fields available here, so on that particular list, you can select, depends on your requirement. So if your requirement says, I need to group by on the department number and also the employee number, then you can click on the grouping keys and you select the group and give the employee number as a different grouping field.
Good. Thank you.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
So it's only on the list which you have got from the input. And if you want another group, you can give it. Now, the maximum is a calculation. So understand what all the things comes under calculation. So if you click on the calculation and if you go and click on the column for calculation, you can see here what all the things which you can use for calculation. So these are all the functions which you can use for calculation. So one is sum, max, min, you can see here, right?
Yeah.
So you can also calculate the percentage, average, all those stuff. Okay? So these are all comes under calculation. Now if you see, if I change calculation to count rows, I am getting only weighting column. I am not getting max, I am not getting min, I am not getting anything. Clear? So count rows does only counting.
Okay.
Okay? And the calculation does all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
So
sorry, Raj. Was it like one more option? Calculations and
count rows and recalculation.
Okay, recalculation.
So recalculation means it's on already calculated fields. If you want to do recalculation, that's the properties. So calculation and recalculation is same. Okay?
Okay.
So calculation and recalculation is same. But when to use recalculation is already a field is calculated and you want to do recalculation. So that is where you want to use the recalculation. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So generally we will be using calculation and count rows only. We will not be using recalculation in general. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now under this calculation, I want to do the maximum column. So what you need to do, click on the column for calculation. Okay. Click on the column for calculation and which column you want to calculate. What is the column you want to calculate?
Was it like salary?
Salary. Right. So you need to click right. column for calculation is equal to salary, and what you want to do the calculation, I want to do the maximum value. So click this maximum value output column, and you need to name the column. So see here, you need to name the column to hold the maximum value encountered in the aggregate column. Just try to understand the sentence here. Just try to understand. What it is saying is, you need to write down the maximum value output column. So you need to write down something like this, max underscore sal. You need to write it down.
Okay.
You have to write it down. This column name, you have to write it down. So this column will hold the maximum value encountered in the aggregate column. So this is a column which is doing the maximum value. So this is the column on which we are doing the maximum value. So this storage, this value will get stored in this particular field. So far understood?
Yeah.
Nasir?
Yes.
Sharif? Okay. So, can I do another calculation? Can I do the sum? Can I do the minimum?
I believe so. Yes, you can do that.
Yes. So under calculation, you can also do other column. So you see here, click on these aggregations, and you can click on the column for calculation. Now I can also do sum of salary. So column for calculation is salary only, but the type is different. What is the type? Is sum output column. You are doing the sum. So just write down sum underscore sum. So the equivalent SQL query is select max of salary, comma sum of salary from employee group by DPT number. So this is the equivalent SQL query which we have written, which we have used, which we have developed in the data stage. Clear, guys?
Yes.
So you can write down max of sal, you can write down min of sal, you can write down sum of sal when you are doing only the calculation. But you cannot write down count of sal. This one you cannot write down in the data stage. You can write down in the SQL, but you cannot write down in the data stage. So this one you cannot do it. Clear?
Yes.
If you want to do the count, then the aggregation type should be different.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, what do you mean? Like, aggregation type would be different. Like, you gotta instead of calculate
So instead of calculation, you need to write down the count rows.
count rows. Okay, that's what I meant.
So when you click on the count rows, now you see all these values will remove, will
Okay.
go off. So now you see count rows, and it is saying that if you click, then see everything got removed. There is no max, there is no sum, nothing.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes. Yes.
So that is a. Now again you need to write down. So column for calculation, salary. What do you want to do? Max, minimum. If you want minimum, write down min underscore sal. Now again, if you want to do the column for calculation, click on the top aggregations, column for calculation. Now again, salary. Now again, what do you want? Sum. So sum output column, sum underscore sal. Clear?
Yeah.
So the first important point is grouping key. The second important point is the aggregation type.
Yes.
Is that clear now?
Yes.
Okay. Now the third important point. Remember the third important point. So we are done with the properties, and here we have method is equal to hash and sort. There are two types of method. One is hash sort Another one is sort method, hash method and sort method. So what do you mean by hash method and what do you mean by sort method? So this is very important for the interview. So it said hash method is relatively small number of groups. So relatively small number of groups. And sort method is when we have more number of grouping keys and more number of groups. So what exactly you mean by that? Let me explain you. So suppose I have a data 101, 101, 102, 102, 103, 103. And along with this field I have A, B, C, I have C, D, E, I have F, G, H, I have I, J, K, I have L, M, N, I have O, P, Q. Okay? So this is the data which I have. How many columns? 4 columns. How many rows? 1, 2, 3. How many rows? 6 rows.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if I do a group by, so the column names are ID, A1, A2, A3. If I group by on ID, group by ID, how many groups it will form?
Three groups.
How many groups?
Three.
3 groups. So if you are grouping by on a single column, the groups are less, right?
Yeah.
If I group by ID, comma, A1, comma, A2, comma, A3, how many groups?
6.
How many groups?
6.
6. So this is what the difference it is saying. When you have less number of grouping keys and less number of groups, go with hash. When you have more number of grouping keys and more number of groups, go with sort. Is that clear now?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is what the method is saying. So you go with hash whenever you have less and you go with sort whenever you have more number of groups. Okay?
Mm.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when would you think that you need to go with sort? When would you think you need to go with sort? Sort method.
When you have more columns.
When you have more,
Columns.
which columns?
When you have more IDs. No more data in the system.
No. Okay. Now first you clarify. When you have more columns, you said which columns it is? Is it a group by columns? It is a normal columns.
It's a group by.
In the group by.
Exactly. So if you have more group by columns, okay. So if you have more group by columns, then you need to go with sort method, because the group by columns will give you more groups. See here, if I did a group by on single column, I got number of groups are 3. I did a group by on 4 columns, I got the number of groups are 6, which is more, right?
Yes.
So whenever you have more number of group by columns, then you need to go with the sort method. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this, now we are done with this. Now come to the input. Come to the input. And what input is going to say is, whenever you are using a aggregation, whenever you are using the aggregator stage, okay, remember, whenever you are doing the aggregator stage, you need to check the partition as hash. You need to check the partition as hash partition, and you need to click this perform sort, and you need to click the column name which you mentioned in the group by. What column name you mentioned in the group by?
A1, A2.
Department.
Department number.
Okay.
Sir, you have mentioned a department number in here.
Oh, okay.
Not
Okay.
A1, A2. This is what I have written here
Okay.
for your
Okay.
understanding.
Yeah.
You have written department number here. Group is equal to department number. So that is a column you have mentioned in the group by. So the same column you need to select it. Clear?
Yes.
Clear with this point? So
Yes.
the third most important point is give hash partitioning and select the same columns present in the group by. Is that clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
So you need to select the same column which is present in the group by. So if you see, the group by is having department number and I am selecting the same department number. And I am doing the hash partitioning. So that is what I have written. Clear?
Yes, sir. So far.
Okay. Now, what do you mean by hash partitioning? So that's the point which we need to discuss. What do you mean by hash
Right.
partitioning? Now tell me, I have data like this 101, 101, sorry, 102, 101, 103, 104, and then 101, and then 102, and 103, then 101. Okay? Sir, try to understand very clearly. Okay? Now this is the data which I have. So hash partitioning, this is the data which I am having 101, 102, 101, 103, 104, 101, 102, 103, 101, 102. This is the data which I have. Now, how many nodes you are running, sir? Your project is running on which, how many number of nodes?
2.
2 nodes. What will happen when, what do you mean by 2 nodes? What will happen to the source data? What actually the nodes will do?
Divide the job in two and process.
Exactly. So divide the job into 2 and process. So which means that how many number of rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So one node will have 5 records, that is 101, 102, 101, 103 and 104, and second node will have, so the nodes starting with 0, the nodes will start with 0 and it is one node. So that means 0 node and 1 node. Okay. So it will have the other 5 records. What is the other 5 records? 101, 102, 103, 101 and 102. Clear, sir?
Yes.
So far clear?
Yes, sir.
So first thing is my data is coming like this. As I have 2 nodes, my node configuration, what it actually says is it divides the source into 2 parts. So as I have 10 records, it has divided into 5 records and it has divided into 5 records. So far clear.
Yes, sir.
Now, what are we doing here, sir? We are doing aggregation. Right? We are doing aggregation. So what we are doing, we are saying that we are calculating maximum of salary. So for example, along with this 101, I have a salary 10. I have a salary 20, and I have a salary 15. I have a salary 30. I have a salary 40. I have a salary 15, 16. I have a salary 25. I have a salary 35. I have a salary 17. And I have a salary 26. Okay, let's keep in the figures, odd figures, so that it will be easy for us to calculate. So let's keep as a 10, and instead of this 15, let's keep it as a 15, and instead of this 26, let's keep it as a 20. Now these are the values which I have. So this one also will be divided, right?
Yes.
So along with this 101, so we'll get 10, 102, 102, 20, 101 again, 15,
15,
103,
30,
30, 104.
40.
Now here the rest values 15, 25.
45.
Sir, very important concept. Try to understand. Okay.
Yes.
10. Clear, sir?
Yes.
Now, so my requirement here is from this input do the aggregation. Now the aggregation here is do the max on salary group by DEPT number. Okay. So this is my requirement, and the output which I will get is, what is the output, sir? I will get it. Don't think now. Leave it. Leave this one. You forget about it.
Okay.
Okay. You forget the below part. Now tell me. This is the data. I want to do the aggregation. Don't think about the data stage. Let's think about the SQL. Okay. Now in the SQL part, I am just telling you. Sir, please. Okay. Think about the SQL. Now, this is the data I have. I am doing the select max of salary group by department number. Sir, what would be the output I will get? What is the output I will get? Come on, fast. First of all, how many groups I will get? Nasim sir, you tell me how many groups you will get?
One.
How many groups?
It'll be one group.
Why one group?
Because we are doing the, like group by, right?
I
We're doing
mentioned group by. I mentioned group by department number. Now this is the DPD number. This is the salary. I mentioned a group by department number. So how many groups?
2.
Sir, how are you saying 2? How are you saying 1? Just can you please clarify us?
For my understanding, it will be like one group.
No, why? Why are you saying only one group? See, you might have think something and you are saying right. Just tell me so that I can correct you. Tell me. How are you thinking that it is only one?
Is it like the department number and the salary and like one group?
Sir, I am saying group by DEPT number. Okay? So you are saying one group, right?
Yes.
How did you come to say that it is only one group? That is my question. On what basis you realized that there is only one group? So you are saying you have DEPT number salary, so this is a one group.
Yes, that's what I mean.
It's wrong. It's completely wrong. Baseless. Okay? Try to understand. Group by DEPT number. So this is a field I have written, DEPT number, right?
Right.
Now you directly jump to this DEPT number. So you directly go to this DEPT number. And you see what all the values you have. Okay?
Yes, yes.
And you find out what all the similar values you have. How many similar values you have? 101, 101, 101, 101. So 101 is one group.
Okay.
102, 102, 102.
Okay.
So
Okay.
102 is another group.
Okay.
Now again 103, 103. 103 is another group. Again 104,
Only one.
104 is another group. So how many groups are?
1 to the 4.
4 groups. Because there is no 105. Again there is no 106. So 101 is one group, 102 is another group, 103 is one group, 104 is one group. So totally how many groups are?
4.
4 groups. Now from 101, I want maximum salary. So what would be the maximum salary for 101, sir?
Will be
Just check. So this is 101.
15.
Just see here. This is 101. This is 101. So from 3 101s, what is the maximum salary?
15.
15. Now for 102, what is the maximum salary, sir? So see here, 102, 102, and here 102.
25.
25 is the maximum salary. What is the 103 maximum salary, sir? So there is 103 and here 103.
35.
So two 103s. So the
35.
maximum salary is
35.
What is 104 maximum salary?
40 is the maximum.
There is only one, so 40 is the maximum salary. Now you understood, sir?
Yeah.
So this is the output which we need to get it.
Okay.
Clear?
Absolutely.
Everyone clear?
Yes.
Manjula, Sharif, Naseem, Nasir, Munawar, everyone clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Manjula?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. Now, so the same way I need to do with the data stage. So you got with the SQL, right?
Yes.
Now I need to do the same with data stage. So when I'm trying to do with the data stage, now let's come down this way. Okay? Now you have two nodes. You have done the aggregation, max of salary, and you have done the DEPT number as a group by. Sir, try to understand. Okay? Now I am doing the same way with the data stage. Now you can see here the same aggregation, max of salary, group by department number. I have also written the same here. Okay? And the data which I have here, the same data which I have here. Right?
Yes.
But why did you separate it into two different parts? Why did you separate it?
Because of the nodes.
Because of the two nodes. Right? Because of the two nodes, the data has got separated into two different nodes. Sir, then this data will calculate, will go for this calculation.
Okay.
Yes or no, sir? Now again this data will go for this calculation. Yes or no?
Yes, absolutely.
Then I will get two different outputs. Right
Yes,
or no?
Yes, you are right.
So which means that how many groups it will form here, sir? How many groups it will form here?
1, 2, 3. 3 or 4? 4. 4.
How many?
4.
4 groups. What are those? 101, 102, 103, 104. How many groups here, sir?
3.
3.
3. What are those? 101,
102.
102, 103. Right?
Yes.
And what is the output, sir? 101, maximum salary, maximum salary.
That's which one are you looking at? The top one or the bottom one? 0. Okay.
The top one.
Top one. Okay.
50,
15.
In 102, what is the maximum salary, sir?
20,
20.
20.
10,
103, what is the maximum salary?
30,
Nasim sir, are you able to understand?
Yeah, yeah.
104.
40.
What is the maximum salary?
40. 40.
Now here again 101, what is the maximum salary?
15,
What is the maximum salary for 102?
25,
25.
20?
5.
5,
Absolutely. 103, what is the maximum salary?
35.
35.
35.
Sir, now you can understand when I give it to the output, so this is different, this is different. Right?
Yes.
Now, for 101, I have got 2 records. For 102, I have got 2 records. For 103, I have got 2 records. And for 104, I have got 4 records. But ideally, how should I get it, sir? I should get like this.
Yeah.
But I am getting 2 records. Is this correct, sir, now?
No.
No.
Is this correct?
It's not correct.
It's not correct, right?
Yeah.
So I am getting output like this. Nasir, is this correct?
No.
Then why did you say the first time it is correct?
No, I didn't say it is correct. I said it's not correct.
Okay. Who said it is correct? Did anyone said it is correct? Sir, this is the output I am getting. Is this correct?
It's not matching with the SQL like the way you explained to me in the SQL part.
Right. It is not matching with the SQL. So it is not correct at all. Right.
Yeah.
Is this correct or not?
No, sir. Not
No,
my.
sir. Perfect. Right. It is not correct because you can see 101 you have got 2 records, but ideally you should get only 1 record. 102 you have got 2 records and ideally you should get only 102 25 record. And 103 35 record only you should get, but you have got 2 records. And 104 40 you have got, so which is only for 104 it is correct, but rest all it is not correct. Clear, sir?
Yes.
Then what to do to make it correct? So here comes hash partition. Yeah, go ahead. Any doubts? Go ahead. Sir, go ahead, please.
Wasn't me. I don't know who.
Nasir, you want to say something?
No.
Okay. So now we will see, instead of doing like this, okay, instead of doing like this, what we say is, before you connect to the aggregation, see, aggregation is doing perfectly, right or wrong?
Yes, yes.
It is doing its job, but only the data which we have provided is wrong.
Oh.
Sir, right or wrong?
Yes, you're right.
No, the data is correct. Output is going to be wrong, right?
No, but the data which I have given to it is wrong, right? See, I have given 101, 104, one data like this. I have given 101, 102, one data like this. So the aggregation which I am doing is right.
Yes.
Think individually. Now you think individually. Don't think combined. Individually it is doing right.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Right or wrong?
Yeah.
Individually, the aggregation is performed perfectly. For this particular data, the aggregation is perfect. For this particular data, the aggregation is perfect. Right?
Yes.
So, right. Now the combined output is wrong. So if you need to combine the output, so which is not matching with my SQL output.
Yes.
So now, what needs to be done that to get this output? Can anyone just think?
I think you know the nodes, how we sorting out those numbers or the records.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yep.
That is the very good. So here, when you are providing the data, what we are doing is we are just taking the first 5 and the next 5, right? We are
Yes.
just taking like that. Take the first 5, take the second 5. If you do the partitioning and split it into the nodes like this, so 0 node, first send 101,
Yes.
10. Send all 101s to one node, 101, 15, 101, 10. Send all 101s to one node, 0 node. Now one node, send all 102s, 102, what is that? 102, first what is that? 20, right?
Yes.
Then 102, 25, then 102, 20. Okay?
Yeah.
Now come back to the 0 node again. Now send all 103s. 103, 30, 103, 35. Now come to that one node again. Now send all 104s. 104, 40. Done. We are completed with the records. Right?
Yes.
Sir, understood or not?
No, I'm understanding clearly.
Nasir?
So we missed one record for 103.
What is that record?
We have 9 records right now instead of 10.
Is it?
Yeah. Node 1 has only 4 records.
No, don't count like that. Did we, okay, let's see. 101, 10, 101, 15, 101, okay, 103, 30, 35, 102. So do we have 9 records only here also? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 records only, right?
Yes.
So we have 9 records itself, the source. So 104, 40 here. Then we should not start from 101, 15. So I think I have deleted 1 record. Okay, let's keep 101, 15. No problem. Okay? Clear?
Yes. Getting the
So now you will get all 101s here. Clear, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
So what I am trying to tell you is the hash partitioning, first it sorts the data. First it sorts the input data. So the input data it will sort. How it will bring? So for this particular data, it will bring into all sorted manner. So which means that all 101s will bring together. So it will sort the input data and it will bring like this 101, 10, 101, so 101, 10, 101, 15. You might get, it's up to you, up to the sorting. 101, all 101s will come first, then all 102s will come second. Understanding, sir?
Yeah.
All 103 will come third. All 104 will come last. First, it will sort the input data. Then, based on this, it will split the data into 2 nodes. So what it is going to do is, first it will keep all same record 101 into one node. Then all 102 into second node. Then all 103 into one node. And all 104 into second node. Now it will perform the aggregation. Sir, now you see. Now here also it will perform the aggregation. Now you see, tell me sir, output for 101. What is the maximum? How many groups are first of all?
How many groups?
Asim,
Two.
Two groups, 101 and 103. Now here,
Two groups.
Two groups.
how many groups?
Two.
Two groups, 102 and 104. Now what is the output for 101?
15.
Maximum.
15.
15.
103.
30. 35.
Huh?
35.
102.
25.
25. 25.
104.
40.
So what is the output, sir? Total output.
All the
Sir, what
four.
is the total output? 101, 15, 103, 35, 102, 25, 104, 40, right?
Yeah.
Sir, is this the total output or not?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So is it matching with SQL or not?
Yes.
Sir, is it clear?
Yes. Loud and clear.
Another question here. The nodes are not equal.
So that's what I'm saying. It is not necessary to be equal. When you are doing the partitioning, it is not necessary to be equal. Okay? If you are not doing the partitioning, then it will split by 2.
Raj, can you repeat that? I'm sorry, I missed that first. Whatever.
So what I'm trying to say, what I'm telling is, if you are not doing the partitioning, if you are not selecting any partitioning technique, okay, then it will split by 2.
It's split by 2, like by default?
By default, it will split by number of nodes.
Okay.
If it is 3, divided by 3. If it is 4, divided by 4. Okay?
Yes, sir.
But if you are selecting the partitioning technique, then the partitioning algorithm is different. The partitioning algorithm says, the hash partitioning algorithm says, the first equal value send it to the one node. Okay? The hash partitioning algorithm says, the first node, the first equal value send it to the one node. And the second equal value send it to the different node. Again come back. Again the third equal value send it to the one node. Again the fourth equal value send it to the second node. It will keep on continue. The rotation will keep on happens between these two nodes.
Okay.
Clear, sir?
Yes.
So
Raj,
you need, now you should not check whether we have same number of records in both the records nodes or not. Don't need to check that.
okay, Raj, one clarification.
Hmm.
What we understand that basically two nodes is that it will increase the efficiency of performance, right? I mean, like the quicker it will perform, correct? If you
Right,
have four
right.
nodes, it will perform less. It will take less time to perform.
Yes, the 4 nodes, the execution is more faster.
Yeah,
Next
but
time.
then if it is even because but both are not equal, so you mean to say zero node will perform take more time than node one, or how they perform? That is not important.
No. See, no. See, the actual calculation happens the same way, right?
Yes.
Even though you have more number of records in 0 node and the less number of records in 1 node, but what is the calculation? Do the aggregation. So that means only one group will form. Maximum salary is 15. But you got it. 103, do the group. 103 is a single group. Maximum salary is 35. That's what happened.
Just like a memory card of your computer.
Just like that's all. Yeah, memory might be increased. That's all. But the calculation, everything is the same.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
The results are not the same because when we are using the SQL, it's coming in the sorted order. But when we are using...
Sir, listen. Results are same. Order is not the same.
Right.
Right. So you should not say results are not same.
Okay.
The order is not same because we have got like this order. So when you do the sort, if you do the sort and everything, then you will get the order. That's a different story.
Right.
No one bothered about the order. No, everyone will see for 102, have I got 50 or 30? Which is maximum, I have got it or not.
Okay.
Clear, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Now, any other questions? Manjula, Sharif, have you understood the concept hash partitioning?
Yes, sir.
So go through the recording once again then you will clearly understand. Okay? So I have done the hash partitioning in the department number.
So we're gonna do like the other type of sort partition, other type of what is that? Partition type.
So if you can't, so here we have to go only with the hash partitioning.
Okay. Okay.
We cannot go with any other partitioning.
Mhm.
Okay? The reason is hash partitioning works only for the groupings.
Okay.
So here we are doing the groups, right?
Yeah, we are doing the group. Yeah.
So that's the reason we need to do with the hash partition.
Okay.
So wherever you are planning to do the groups, go with the hash partition.
Okay.
Clear, sir?
Yes, sir. Wonderful class. Thank you.
Okay. No. We are not yet done. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. Now input, you have given the hash, you have given the partitioning. Now that's cool. Now come to the output. So come to the output. Sir, how many columns you have got as an output?
2.
Sir, see clearly. How many columns you have got as an output?
3.
3 columns, right?
Yes.
Sir, what are those 3 columns?
Okay.
Department number, minimum salary, maximum sum of salary.
Sum of salary, minimum salary, and department number. Sir, have you seen these 3 columns here? Right?
Yeah.
So, but how many number of columns are present in the input, sir?
2.
8 columns.
Oh.
But why I am getting only 3 columns, sir?
Because that's the output you wanted.
Sorry?
That's the output you wanted.
This is the
But I want
query we
ename
done.
also. But I'm not getting ename.
So you will have to add more.
So where should I add more? So if do I need to add in the group ename?
Yes.
Sir, then if I add group by ename, then the output will differ.
Okay.
Not okay. Is it yes or no?
Yes.
So you are saying I have 101 Rajesh 20, 101 Nasir 30. I am doing group by on DEPT number and I am calculating the sum of salary. So what will I get, sir? Sir, what will I get?
Sum of salary will be like 50.
101 is only one group and sum of salary is
30. 50.
Sir, 50. Sum of salary is 50. But you are saying group by, you add another column also, DEPT number, comma, ename. Then sir, how many groups it will form? Huh?
2 groups.
2 groups. 101 Rajesh is one group. 101 Nasir is one group. So the sum of salary is 101 Rajesh is 20 only. 101 Nasir, that sum of salary is 30. Sir, am I getting the sum of salary absolutely right? No, right?
No.
So you should not say that you need to add in the group by, because group by will change the output completely.
You will change in the report.
Right? So first of all, you go with point by point. Now you cannot add it in the group by. Clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever the columns, if you want to drag e-name, job, manager, hire date, commission, department number, if you want to drag EMP number, all these columns, you cannot add it in the group by, because if you add it, then the total output will be messed up.
Right.
So you cannot add it. So the first point is clear. Now second point, can you add it here?
No.
Is there any way to add it? No, because this is only for the calculation. So you are doing the calculation, either you do the max, min, sum, all the stuff. So here also there is no chance of adding the columns in the aggregation type.
Okay.
So now the point is clear that you cannot get all these columns as an output. So you can get only the columns which you have mentioned in the group and which you are using as a calculation. So that is the most important point. Understood, sir? The fourth point, you can get only the group by columns and calculation column as an output. So clear, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, is it clear or not?
Yes.
I do have a question. If you go back to the data stage screen,
Okay.
so like group keys, group department number, can we make like just like the Nasir was asking, like can we put like department employee name or employee number in there or no? Like, you understand my question or no?
So you are saying that can I keep here the group by EMP number and everything, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
So if I keep, what will happen, sir?
The report will change.
I know the outcome will change, but can we do it if we want to?
Yeah, if you can do it, sir, you can do it. If you feel that you want the report by using group by DEPT number, EMP number, you have to do it.
Okay, okay,
So that's your business requirement.
okay, okay.
See, my business requirement here is I want to do group by only on the DEPT number. Okay? I
Yes, sir.
cannot use e-name, EMP number because my output will change drastically. I should get only 10150. I cannot get, I need not the output like this.
Okay.
Clear, sir?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I just wanted to know, like,
Yeah,
can we
you
do
can
it?
add it. You can add it.
Okay,
You can
okay.
add it. Now, is that fine?
So far, yeah.
So far clear?
Yes, sir.
So the output you will get only 3 columns because you have used group 1 column and the calculations. So total 3 column output. Clear or not?
Yes.
So when you come to the columns, you can see the minimum cell and sum of cell which you have created, the data type is double. Okay? So change it to the integer. So the fifth point here is the columns which you have created in the calculation to integer for the columns which you have used or created in the calculation. Clear, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I have used some columns in the calculation, that is min of cell and sum of cell, and I need to change the data type to the integer. Perfect?
Yes.
So we are done. We are done with the aggregation. So once you are done with the aggregation, see, sir, this one is saying input partitioning, this symbol, this red color sprinkled one is
Okay.
input partitioning. This yellow color is saying that sorting, because if you see in the inputs, you have selected the hash partitioning, and here if you see perform sort, you clicked it. So that's the reason you are getting 2 different buttons,
Okay.
2 different symbols. Clear, sir?
So far, yeah.
Now I want to connect to the file. So go to the sequential file. Now I want to create, for double click and give the file name path c colon slash file slash aggregate underscore out dot txt. Clear?
Yes.
So see the columns, have you got it? Yes, I have got the columns. And see the format. Okay, is it a comma? Do you want quotes? I don't want quotes. Do you want comma or you want pipe? It's up to you. I want pipe. I can change it. Press OK. Compile it. And then run it. So see sir, from 14 records, it transformed into 3 records. Right?
Okay, yes.
And have you got the count and sum? 10, 20, 30? Sir, is that clear?
Yes.
Nasir, is that clear? If you want the count, the column names, sorry.
Yes, it's clear.
Nasir, if you want the column names, press OK, compile it, and then run it. Again, you see, you got the column. The first one is the minimum salary, second one is the sum of salary. Clear,
Well,
sir?
actually, we had a delay. I don't know. Nasir, you had the same problem? I didn't see it. There was a delay in the screen. Okay.
Is that fine now?
Yeah. Now I can see it.
Okay. So anyways, we are done. So you are clear with aggregations, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I am going to send this particular notepad which
Okay,
I have
yeah.
written. I'm going to send it. Clear?
Yes. Raj, I have a question though.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Sir, those C drive, are you using on your virtual machine or using on your PC? Like whenever you create a file, something.
That's the virtual machine. That's the virtual machine.
The virtual machine. Okay. All right. I was just confused about that.
Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay then.
Are you sending the note right,
See you
sir?
tomorrow. Yeah, I will send you the notes.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So go through the recording and then ask me any doubts if you have. Yeah.
You're helping me out with the video?
Yeah. So you be alive. I mean, you be there.
Nasir.
I'll just connect.
Nasir, are you there?
Yes.
Sir Raj, can we talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Sir, I talked to Nasir and it was my idea.
One second. So Manjula, can you just, yeah. So yes, tell me.
Okay, Nasir and I was discussing yesterday, actually Friday night over here according to US times. Is it okay with you if we do the class Monday through Friday?